Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
I'm sorry I look awful, I also feel awful, so we are all losers here. This video is gonna get deep like my voice. Have I mentioned that I'm ill? I almost didn't film this because of this, but I thought, you know what, there's 24 of these, they can't all be polished and perfect and lovely, and this is a perfect example of one that is not. So we'll start off with a little bit of context. I went to an all-girls school, which I loved. I was there from the age of, I think, 8 or 9, all the way up until I was 18. I left for 1 year between the ages of 16 and 17 to go to a boarding school, and then I came back to my girls' school for my final year of what we call sixth form or A-levels here in the UK. School was a really good time for me actually, and I don't think I really realised the extent of that while I was there, but looking back on it, I do look back at school very fondly. Don't get me wrong, I was a total nightmare. I'm really sorry to anybody who had to deal with me within those years. But I enjoyed myself, mostly. And because of that, every opportunity that I have to go back to my old school and kind of visit, I take it because of like nostalgia and stuff, I guess. Every year, my school hosts an event called Inspiring Females, which is basically where some of the alumni from the school, so people who used to go to the school, come in and discuss with the current sixth formers kind of their experiences after school, the paths they took, the path they could have taken and why they didn't, how those things worked out for them, that kind of stuff. And apparently this year I qualify as somebody who they trust to go in and speak to their students, because I am going to be one of the speakers and the panellists at that event this year. There's a point to this, I promise. As part of that, I've had to fill in a form to help them out with the programme for that event. So I had to answer a load of questions, and one of them was, what inspires you? And they kind of gave some examples, so it could be, I think it was a piece of music, a quote, or a person. And I really struggled to answer that question, and it really got me thinking about what it was that inspires me, I guess. And I realised that to pin it down to one person or one piece of music or one piece of anything would be a very reductionist way of looking at it, and because it's not that simple. The thing I think that inspires me the most is seeing other people doing cool things. I'm going to use the word cool a lot because I don't know how else to explain it, but I just mean things that they're great, and they might be great in like a worldview perspective, or they might be great from a personal perspective, or just from a perspective of enjoyment. I don't know, but just cool, fulfilling is what I mean by cool things. I just love it. Like, if you've been watching these daily December videos, you'll know that earlier in the week I went to Germany to watch my friend Will in a show, because he is in a professional production in Germany. That's so cool. And like, my friend Adam, he's always doing shows and things, and I absolutely love going to watch him. Like, I really make a point of going to watch everything he's in, because I just think it's lovely to see him doing something that he loves. And like, Meghan is another example, who I'm sure you will all have seen. Like, she's doing a costume design course. I don't know the first thing about costume design, but her project that she finished recently was so amazing, and she was really proud of it. She worked so hard on it, and although you'll never catch me saying it to her face, the finished project was so amazing. I don't know, it's just cool. Like, I have a friend, her name's Hattie, she's been here a few times. She came to Germany, and it took her ages to figure out what it was that she wanted to do. She tried loads of different things and nothing really stuck, and then recently she's just started being a healthcare assistant, and now she's just gotten onto a course which is gonna, in a few years' time, enable her to be a fully trained nurse, and that's amazing. Like, it's not something that I would want to do, but that's so cool, and it's just really cool to see people going out and doing things and achieving things and getting things, and that's what inspires me more than anything. Like, my little sister is running a gym. She's got her own gym. It's like a cheerleading and gymnastics gym. It was in a vlog a few weeks ago that you might have seen. Like, she's working so hard and she's working so many hours, and that's awesome. It's just, I love it when people just do things. Like, there's someone on my Twitter feed the other day, I've never met this girl, but she was posting photos of her new primary school classroom, because she is now a primary school teacher, and that's amazing. Like, that's such a big achievement. Loads of my friends have just come home from uni, because I started uni a year after most people in my year group, and they've all got degrees, and that's so cool. And I think I've mentioned on here before how much I'm struggling with my degree, and I've said before, and I stand by this, that there's no point really going into detail about that while I'm still trying to push through it, because focusing too much on how difficult I'm finding it doesn't ultimately help anything, but it's something that I will discuss when I'm done. But I think it would be so easy to see all these graduation photos and think, I'm so jealous, I wish I'd finished my degree. But who does that help, really? Like, and to an extent, yeah, I do wish I'd finished my degree already, but I haven't. And there's nothing that I can do about that, or that anyone can do about that, except push through it. And actually, you have to look at these pictures of these people who have graduated and think, you know what, I'm sure some of these people found it really hard as well, but they've done it and they've got a degree, and I can do the same. That's one of the things that I love about following people on like Instagram and Twitter that I've met through doing YouTube and things like that, because they're all just so busy all the time, they're doing such cool things, and I think it's very easy to sit there and think, so-and-so has just done this really cool video, I'm jealous, I wish I'd thought of that. Or you can think, oh, that's awesome, leave a little comment saying well done, that's really good, and then go off and do something equally good. Like, that's how it works, you know? And there are countless other examples of people in my life who are doing really cool things. Meg, my housemate, she's going to Australia for like 5 or 6 months. That's insane, like that's so cool. And it's a big step out of her comfort zone, as it would be a big step out of mine, and I think that's amazing. And there's just no point getting jealous of these people, you know? You just have to be happy for them and take that energy and put it into something that you want to do. And that's what inspires me. It's no one person, it's no one piece of music or one quote or anything like that. It's seeing the product of people's hard work around you, especially people that you know or people that you've grown up with, because if they can do it, so can you, and I think that's what it comes down to. So as I was trying to kind of condense all of that into like a concise sentence to write on the form to put in the programme, I remembered my school motto, which is something that I haven't thought about for a really long time. Do all schools have mottos, or is that like a weird private school thing? I've only just considered that. I'm going to text Meg, she always tells me when I'm doing a weird private school thing.
Hello.
Hi, I'm just filming, I have a question for you.
Sure.
I can't tell if this is a really stupid question or not.
Okay. I mean, fire away. I'm sure I've said more stupid things.
Do all schools have mottos, or is that a weird private school thing?
I don't think it's just a private school thing, but
Okay.
I would imagine that you're more likely to use / remember them. I can't say that my school had a motto, but when
Okay.
you said it, I wasn't like, OMG, but actually it does sound kind of posh.
Cool, not that weird. So my school motto was, do thy best and rejoice with those who do better. And I have never ever, I don't think I've thought about that since school. I barely thought about it in school, but for some reason when I was thinking about my answer to that question, it kind of just popped into my head. And I think that's really nice. And that was a big ethos at my school. Everybody was very supportive, on the most part, of everybody else's achievements, and it was really nice. I just think that's such a nice phrase, you know? Do what's cool for you, and be happy when other people do what's cool for them, and support people, and then they will also support you, hopefully, if not they're crappy people. And yeah, this has all been a bit heartfelt for my channel. I don't really do this, do I? But I'm gonna blame the cold. Have I mentioned that I'm ill? I'd absolutely love it if in the comments you could write about somebody in your life who is doing some really amazing things, and also something about yourself. And that can be on any scale. It might be that you're on a really cool course, or that you've just finished a cool course, or that you have a job that you love, or that you made your bed today, anything that you can be proud of yourself as well, because it's important to be kind to yourself too, but also reflect on the achievements of the other people around you and kind of feed off them, I think. Yeah. This is a bit preachy, isn't it? I will see you tomorrow for something a little less heavy. I blame this situation. Hopefully this situation will be better tomorrow. Did I mention that I'm ill?
Oh, the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. As long as you love me so, Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.